Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. Tomorrow is a big game. Paris Saint-Germain versus Boroussia Dortmund. PSG pretty much have to win, and we're here to discuss the upcoming lineup for Paris Saint-Germain. The goalkeeping position, obviously, there is Gianluigi Donnarumma with the new competition in Taiwan, Arnaud Tenas. Arnaud Tenas obviously has played 2 games recently, keeping 1 clean sheet, but conceding a goal last game versus FC Nantes. But I don't think that really matters that much. This is a big game. This is a huge game. And I don't see Luis Enrique, and nobody else sees Luis Enrique taking this kind of a big risk in a big game like this. This would be Arnaud Tenas' first Champions League game of his entire career, and it's a must-win game away against Dortmund. So the goalkeeper that will start the game will be Gianluigi Donnarumma. When it comes to the defense, there are 3 confirmed starters. It's Marquinhos, it's Achraf Hakimi, and it's Lucas Hernandez. Then the question is, does Lucas play as a left back or as a center back? It obviously depends on who Lucho wants to start. Does he want to start Milan Skriniar or Nordi Mukiele or Danilo Pereira? Skriniar obviously has been the starter for Luis Enrique this season, whilst Mukiele is the player that could play as a left back so that Lucas Hernandez can focus all of his strengths to be a center back. Or will it be the wild card, Danilo Pereira, who's had great individual performances recently versus Le Havre and versus Nantes? We'll have to see. Midfield. When it comes to the midfield, there isn't that much of a competition. With Fabian Ruiz out injured, it will be between Warren Zaire-Emery, Manuel Ugarte, Vitinha, and possibly Kang In Lee, who can also play in the midfield. But it looks like Kang In Lee will be playing in the attack instead, where Kylian Mbappe is obviously a confirmed starter. Ousmane Dembele would have been confirmed starter, but he's sadly suspended for this game with an accumulation of yellow cards. So we know that Kang In Lee will start the game, Kylian Mbappe will start the game in the attack, and the remaining attacker is the one to guess. You go by form, you got Bradley Barcola. You're going for the starter that Lucho has used this season in the Champions League, it's Randal Kolo Muani. And then there are 2 wild cards, Gonçalo Ramos and Marco Asensio. Obviously, Lucho loves Marco Asensio, but he hasn't gotten the game rhythm needed for a big game like this after coming back from his injury, where he hasn't really played football consistently for around 2 to 3 months. Now we come to the actual lineups. Le Parisien went out with this predicted lineup: Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal, Marquinhos, Lucas Hernandez as the 2 center-backs, Nordi Mukiele and Achraf Hakimi as the full-backs, Warren Ugarte, Vitinha midfield, and Mbappe, Randal Kolo Muani, Kang In Lee. So the Parisiens are predicting that Mukiele will be the left back, with Lucas Hernandez coming in as a centre back. Kang In Lee, as I said, remains in the attack, and Randal Kolo Muani starting alongside Kylian Mbappe, which has been the pattern of the Champions League so far this season. I'm going a bit different. I see Lucho playing Danilo Pereira as the centre back, following his great form. And obviously, Danilo Pereira had just come back from injury, but he still started him against Newcastle, which tells me that Lucho rates Danilo Pereira a lot. And same goes for Bradley Barcola. I think Lucho loves Bradley Barcola and would love to start him up in attack instead. And especially with Kylian Mbappe in the recent games, he's been playing as the number 9, and I see that continuing with Kang In Lee as the right winger. As you just saw, this is Le Parisien and my predicted lineup. But I want to know, what's your guys' predicted lineup? What lineup would you like to see or you believe will come up against Borussia Dortmund? Hopefully, if you've enjoyed this video, that has been it from your boy PSG Int. And as usual, allez Paris!